Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
Now, if you'll see over to the right, you have another scenic bog.
Oh, yeah, really, really scenic. A couple of scenic snakes in that bog. And
yeah, no, you're gonna want to wave to the snakes, not too hard. You don't want to wave to the snakes too hard. You don't want to draw attention, Marcus. This place is real freaking boring. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
no, it's a terrible island.
Yeah,
this is an island, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like an archipelago or anything like. I mean,
right.
It's not a peninsula. It's not conjoined to anything else. Yeah, it's an island. It's a crap island.
Yeah, I like islands. I don't like this island. This is a bad island.
Anyway, you'll see another wonderful bog over to our left. Really could use some variance in here.
Yeah, you'd think they could spice things up just a little bit. Ooh, we have a single patch of dry land over to the right amidst another bog.
Hooray! Thog starts to clap. Yeah, it gets 3 claps. That's about it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what are we gonna do about those cultists up the road? You got any ideas for that? Don't worry, guys. Just go check out the bog. We're discussing concierge stuff. We're discussing the best tour route. Well, remember, wave to the snakes.
Wave to the snakes. Get your feet muddy, but not too muddy. I don't know what we're gonna do about the cultists. Like, walk around them? Is that an option?
They seem to sense your blood or whatever. I don't know. Can you walk around them? Should we do the usual of walk in and hope the situation resolves itself?
I really, really love trying that, but let's try walking around. I think they can smell my blood. I can't get my blood out of my body, so we're gonna want to walk around them.
Okay, guys, slight change of plans coming up. It turns out that bog you're looking at, not actually the best bog on this entire path.
No, but we know where that bog is.
The guildmaster's holding up a snake. What are you talking about? Okay, you're gonna want to put the snake down, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's you want to put that down.
That is very poisonous.
You want to put that down, like, right now.
Okay, let's back off. Snakes are a little angry. Okay, yeah, no, we're going to the north, though. There's a mighty fine bog there. If you find anybody on the ground, maybe bleeding to death, just ignore them. It's part of the scenery.
One of those classic bog scenes.
You know, Marcus, I think this trip's gonna work out just great.
Do you? Because, I don't have my bog shoes on.
Yeah, that's fine. Just do your best to ignore the snakes. The two kind of wander after you as you progress into the muddy, murky wetlands. Meanwhile, back at Volcano Dungeon, Astra stands a few paces back, whipping around the skeletal construction. Turns out in the last 5 minutes, she discovered its many hidden features, such as turning into a skeleton crossbow and turning into skeleton nunchucks. She swings the nunchucks, making slight whooshing sounds.
Wow, I didn't know you had skeleton proficiency.
Gonna be real, I'm a little nervous. You swinging that around?
Frankly, I think it's the ergonomic design coming through. You can just pick them up and start swinging them around, she says, nunchuck whizzing worryingly by her head.
Okay, well, can you cease the swinging until we get past this next group?
Oh yeah, I should also point out that this has another useful function. She whips it around, slams the base of the spine on the top, the skull whirs around, a jaw hanging open, and it converts into a staff.
I kind of wince, expecting it to shoot fire or something.
If you had any sort of friends with a skeleton or, I don't know, demonic fascination, this would make a fantastic gift. I can appreciate the artistry, at least.
Oh, well, we've got that neighbor.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
No, I mean, never mind. We know a guy.
Did someone make it do that, or are you making it do that? I can't comprehend the mechanics that would have to...
Oh, I can break it down for you. Like I said, I've read plenty of bone books. Now, the bones here work together like this. She kind of motions, pointing at the skull, the spine, and the conjoining bits. Ash, you find this deeply unsettling.
Yeah, I walk back after having wandered ahead. So, are we gonna go?
The
sorry.
rib bone's connected to the skull bone. I see.
Yeah, but only sometimes.
The skull bone's connected to the gun bone.
30% of the time.
Okay. All right. There's one of those bony sickle beasts right up here. Gregor, you and me again.
Which direction?
To our...
Sorry,
around this corner,
I think I
and
got
then
some
around another
bone splinters in my eyes.
Okay. Get ready. Get ready.
The creature shifts around in the distance, making a great clamor, dragging its great sickle-like arms along the ground.
Can I, see it from here?
No, you can just hear the noise it's making, and, an ear-willying shriek resounds through the cavern, giving Ash a case of the willies.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ash, your ears are willing out.
I know. It gives me the willies. Let's go. Let's just get this thing. Let's stab it. Okay.
That is a turn of phrase I have never heard, and Ash just froze up for no particular reason.
You'll learn to deal with it.
Do you not get the willies in your ears? I peer around the corner watching this thing.
You're gonna need to be more specific about what the willies entail.
It's in your ears. Anyway, let's go.
Be ready to back us up with those bones.
I sprint up to its back and try and plant my blade straight into it.
One after the other, your footfalls ring through the cavern, approaching the beast. It turns around in that split instant, its eyes glowing with a light that you don't recognize from the creature's Gregor. It whirls, turning on its heel, bringing its arm up. With a great screech, you feel your stomach turn. Once again, your inner ear responding to the horrific noise. However, its great sickle is caught in the rock wall, the hard obsidian holding it fast. You have a split instant to dart forward, striking at it before it has a chance to counterattack.
Stab, stab, stab!
I leap up and go for its throat now that its arm is stuck in the ceiling.
It has no throat. Gregor runs up, glaive already drawn, and begins to stab, stab, stab it in the stomach.
Ash, you charge forward, foot sort of skidding along the smooth, hard ground. You arc your blade back and attempt to drive it in using the full force of your shoulder. However, it catches on a unseen rib or something in its body, bouncing off grotesquely. Gregor, on the other hand, you charge past her, striking it multiple times in its exposed position, dealing a great amount of damage. Ash, you feel the lightest touch on your shoulder as Astra sort of lightly moves you aside. With utterly sublime grace, Astra arcs her arm backwards, and then with the force of an ultimate pro champion Alarani stickball guru, swings the staff down, impacting its arm and breaking it immediately.
Whoa!
What? With bones?
She twirls it and taps it once on the ground. Surprisingly, it seems surprisingly sort of, she wiggles it back and forth, it flops back and forth, fluid normally, but it has an adequate amount of force when you need it to. Now, Gregor, if you would, she bows, taking one step backwards.
Gregor just nods and slowly turns back to the creature, which seems to be just as awestruck as he is. Gregor finishes it off with some slightly unimpressive by comparison stabs.
Over the course of a few moments, the creature is dealt with, let's just say.
Ugh, yuck.
Yeah, they're rather nasty. Best not to think about it.
I just can't believe that something would, come together and be made of so much goo. Like, you'd think...
That's kind of what we are.
Well, but we're polite about it. We keep it on the inside.
I think that's
Most
what
of the
it was
time.
trying to do.
Well, I mean, you touch it and there's goo. It goes places and there's goo.
Ash, as you head deeper into the volcano, a searing wind kind of tickles your cheeks and it purges the fucking liquids from your eyes. It is boiling up ahead.
Ooh.
The heat
Okay.
is almost overwhelming. You begin to wonder almost how the cultists made it for so long in this sort of terrible dungeon area. It's humid as heck. However, that is nothing compared to what's coming up ahead. Yeah, Ash, what's up? You stopped.
It's ridiculously hot. Like, not just hot, but dry.
I can tell that.
I
I just can't open
think
my
that-
eyes right now.
Yeah,
I don't want the
Astra,
fluids to
can
boil.
Can you lead the way?
Yeah, absolutely. I am the most appropriately clothed for this, she says, taking the lead.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, that whole heat resistance thing that you've got going or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You do-
I guess that factor in as well. Well, sorry,
Yeah.
it's hard to keep the differences in mind.
People are fragile. Just if we run into a problem, we run into anything, assume that we would die to it.
Oh, that's really pessimistic.
Well, but I mean, it's true. Most things kill us.
It's true.
We gotta work really hard to not die.
Yeah, I feel that. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Markus and Thog crunch through the underbrush, trying to as discreetly give a tour as possible, while negotiating their way around the murderous cultists. Okay, now you're gonna look over it up ahead, you know? There's another nice thicket full of potentially very sharp nettles. Bushes. Marcus, I'm fucking losing it.
Yeah, I know, there's just not much variance in the goddamn... Here we go! If you'll look to your right, you will see a cold-blooded murder scene.
Thank you. Wait, hold up. No, actually. Why don't you enjoy some of these peanuts? Marcus, give the nice people some peanuts.
Yeah, I gotta have some peanuts here somewhere. Nice big tin of peanuts. Marcus pulls out a tin of peanuts.
Yeah, just get the
Here
peanuts.
you go.
It's fine.
I hand Karen the tin of peanuts.
Thank you very much. She takes the tin of peanuts. You got some for me?
Oh, you should just both both crowd over the same tin.
What very specific instructions, he says, crowding over the tin. You know, Thog, it seems that you're really growing into your new position. Honestly, I'm a little bit happy and envious of you, she says, bracing the edge of the jar of peanuts. It cracks open with a loud confetti.
Four different coiled plush snakes spew out of the can, followed by a thin veneer of adhesive, followed by a spray of glitter.
Oh wow, problem number 1 is they're covered in snakes, and problem number 2 is the snakes are covered in glitter.
Don't worry, these are friendly snakes.
They simply eye you. They simply eye you deadpan, a single piece of confetti slowly drifting down over Karen's forehead.
Oh, I am so sorry. That was my tin of peanuts for entertaining sick children.
We also do that on the weekends. If you want to come back and or you are a sick child, please employ our services. Okay, I think they're distracted from the cold-blooded murder. How are we getting them past there?
I thought they'd want to see the cold-blooded murder being Al-Irani. Did I
Oh, yeah,
misread
that's-
the situation?
That's not a bad idea, but Al-Irani generally performed cold-blooded murders behind closed doors and or write them off as, environmental mishaps. It's fine. They'll be distracted for at least, I don't know, the next 10 years, Thog says, looking over your shoulder, by getting all that fucking glitter off. We have some time to brainstorm.
Okay.
Okay,
What's
got...
your thought? You want to keep creeping through the forest here? You want to fight these guys? You want to... What's good?
How can we disguise this as part of a tour is the big question.
The
Look,
adventuring experience? I look back at the two people in question and then think better of that one.
Look, Marcus, Okay, I ditched a job with these guys to come work with you guys. Now, right now, we're in a unique position of power because they think we're tour guides. That's awesome. But I also,
Right, and we see where the snakes are before they walk over them.
Yeah, but, that's true. That's definitely true. But, part of me... part of me doesn't want to be a bad tour guide in front of them, you know? Like,
Okay.
I left them, not the other way around. I want to show them up. Like, I want to prank the ever-loving crap out of them, don't get me wrong, and you're doing A+ on that front, bud. Good job.
thank
Pat
you,
on
thank
shoulder, pat on shoulder. But the other front is, I also want to be a damn good tour guide, because I left them, not the other way around, and I want them to know that.
Damn. Okay, so we got to humiliate them, but also impress them with an incredible tour. I like
Exactly.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. We can manage that. What in the world are we going to show them so that we have a decent tour?
Okay.
Because this is fucking abysmal.
Maybe we work... Okay, Marcus, you know what? Maybe we work the cultist angle.
Okay. Yeah, no, we can work the cultist angle. Do you want to go back to the museum in that case?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Just follow my lead, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna count on you for this.
Sure.
And I'm really
I
sorry.
haven't got on my hip. Okay.
Okay, I'm really sorry if this gets uncomfortable, but let's go. Thog says, taking a few steps forward.
What is that supposed to mean?